Hello, we're on our way to Hamilton, Trike and Bent to see their selection of recumbent bikes and to try them out. I looked all over Ottawa and Gatineau for a bike shop that sold recumbent bikes without any luck. But upon searching the internet, I found a place all the way at the other end of Lake Ontario. It's a bike shop that sells only recumbent bikes and trikes, as well as bicycle accessories. I found the following video clip on one of the store's websites.
I discovered recumbent bikes a few years ago, and I realized that trikes are a real game changer for a whole spectrum of people. If you have any kind of medical issue or a balance problem, it might be that you've had a knee replacement or a hip replacement. You're not bearing your weight, but you are working your muscles. I keep a wide range of trikes because everyone has a different purpose and every person has a different need. What makes us unique is that we operate by appointment so that I can give you individual attention, because you need individual attention to select a trike that's suitable for you. We have trikes from all over the world. We have more selection than anywhere in Ontario. Most trikes can be customized for fit and function. Helping them find the right one is challenging and fun.
The store is located on a private property attached to a country home near Hamilton, Ontario. Meet the owner, Korra Ace. Formerly a stay-at-home mom and part-time bookkeeper, 8 years ago she discovered there existed an unexploited niche in the world of bicycle retail and saw an opportunity that everybody else seemed to have missed out on: recumbent bikes and trikes. She started by taking the professional mechanics course at the Winterbourne Bicycle Institute, then bought a few trikes, and over the years has built up the business to an impressive size. She runs the operation on her own with one part-time employee who helps with sundry chores. She doesn't rely on drop-in traffic, as you can deduce from her location. But that isn't the only reason. She actually prefers clients to call ahead and make an appointment so she can give them personal attention. My daughter Natalie was accompanying me, and when we arrived, Korra had already taken 2 trikes outside for us to see. In view of the sanitary precautions required to protect ourselves from COVID-19, she wanted to reduce the time we would spend indoors. Many models of trikes can be folded to make them easier to transport in a vehicle, and they take up less space in storage. Korra will be showing us trikes that have that feature. The first trike she showed us is a machine made in the United Kingdom, the Ice Adventure HD.
I've added the helper bars because people need help
Oh,
getting
to
up and
make
down.
it easier to get on and
Correct.
off. Yeah.
And there's also an available 4-inch riser for the seat. So it
Oh.
takes the whole seat up 4 inches.
Oh,
So it's that really helps for people to get on and off. You know, if you have stroke or something and you just have
Right.
to each side, and it's really hard to get down and up. For most people, this is enough.
yeah.
In pairs, I'll sell you one if you have a stroke and you can't use one arm and one hand. And then, yeah, this is the standard pedal that comes with an ice trike with a clip on one side and a nice grippy bits on this side.
Okay.
That's just an adaptive pedal for somebody who's got, you know, a extremely weak leg. We don't want them to.
Oh, is this one electric?
Yes, this one has
Okay,
electric.
so these two bikes you're showing me are both electric.
Yes, that happens to be the case.
And they have
This is a drum brake.
drum brakes.
Yeah, so I really like drum brakes because they stay clean and dry, and there's lots of pad inside there, so they last
Yeah,
a really
apparently
long
they
time.
last a long time.
Yeah.
Brake set into the front hubs. With a large pad area hidden inside the hub, they can keep going for years with very little
So,
maintenance.
yeah. There's a add-on armrest. This one also has front suspension, which is not an add-on so much as a, built in when you buy it.
Smooth, controlled travel, ensuring a comfortable ride without compromising handling or power transfer. The system has been specifically engineered.
Can you tell me about the motor?
This one
It's a Shimano, I
This
see.
is the Shimano 8000.
Uh-huh.
So it's got a little more torque than the 6100, which is one of the two. Those are the two options that ICE gives you.
This is adequate for most uses. However, for towing my 130-pound camper, I would need the most powerful motor that is legally allowed in Canada, which is 500 watts. Where's the battery on that? Oh, it's over here.
It's nicely tucked down here.
Uh-huh.
Safe, and it keeps the center of gravity low.
Yeah.
Because 'cause if you look at this kind of, throws it around a bit, the weight, and especially if it was on a 26-inch wheel, it would be way up here, right? That would really affect your center of gravity, and you will feel that when you're doing corners and stuff. So, this one also has rear suspension, and they use an elastomer pads to provide the suspension. So I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty light for the 330-pound limit.
Or flex under load. The rear frame is sprung with an elastomer unit, which is manufactured from a polyurethane-based material with inherent damping qualities. With no internal moving parts, elastomer suspension has the advantage of being lightweight, having instant response with high durability and virtually no maintenance. The ICE rear suspension system is easily adjusted to work optimally for you. This is done by selecting the most appropriate elastomer and mounting position. The elastomers are available in 3 densities: red, standard or medium, yellow, soft, and green, hard.
Yeah. This one has electronic shifting.
Oh.
So it's push button shifting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not auto shifting because it's a derailleur.
Yes, I see.
Have it auto shift. When you have internal gears, you can have auto shifting. So you come to a stop, it'll automatically go into a low gear so that you can get moving more easily.
Yeah, I often forget to put it in low gear before I come to a stop.
So that's one of the advantages of internal gearing, even if it's Di2 or not.
The next trike we're looking at is the electric Trident Titan, made in North Carolina. According to its website, the company offers a 5-year warranty.
This is the spike. It's from Trident Trikes. It's also an HD version of their spike. So it's geared up to 400 pounds.
Yes, and it's a hub motor.
Yes, it's a rear hub motor. The controls are over here. One of the things that this Dapu motor offers is a throttle. So for some, that's very important.
Yeah. Yes, I need a throttle, absolutely. And it's not available with the Shimano?
No, the only unassisted power mode is called walk mode, and you can use that to get moving.
You can use that to
and
get
you can
started.
use it to say, move your bike up a ramp or something to put it away.
Yeah.
Um,
Before going any further, I asked Korra if we could see the inside of her store while keeping our COVID-19 social distancing.
Nice shop. Okay, so
Yes, very nice.
So here's the Duma. It's a folding bike. Here's a Sprint, which is in between. It's waiting for its chain manager, so it also folds. The Fly X folds, as does the Tricon GR. So basically everything, all the trikes here today, except for the Delta style, and the Catstrike pocket. Everything else here is actually a folding trike.
Aside from offering a large selection of trikes and bikes of all styles, Korra also has a good selection of accessories available. And of course, she offers maintenance and repair services for your recumbent trike or bike. Next thing in the itinerary was to try riding a recumbent trike. The only time I ever sat in one was last year in a Gatineau bike shop that had brought in a Catstrike 700 on special order for a customer. It wasn't what I was expecting of a recumbent. This model is so inclined that I felt as though I was lying on my back. The trike that will be the first I've ever tried in my life will be the Trident Titan, the one with the hub motor that we just looked at.
You'll see it when you start coasting. Oh, that's good. And unfortunately I can't, yeah, that's one of the nice things about this kind of handlebars. You can use those for getting up and down. But this one, there's a center point connecting point, so you start using that for leverage, you're going to bend something.
Sorry for the horrible wind noise. I was filming with my GoPro Hero 2018, not made for controlling for wind noise. That was nice. It's like sitting in a recliner chair in your living room. Now Natalie wants to try it. And now Korra's taking some more machines for us to try. Korra is having me try out a Catstrike, the same make as I had tried out in Gatineau last year, but a different model. This is a Catstrike Dumont manufactured in Orlando, Florida. The frame is made of aluminum for its light weight. It has full suspension, a 26-inch wheel at the rear and two 20-inch wheels at the front. It's driven with a 30-speed drivetrain. The seat angle goes from 42 to 49 degrees. Even at 49, I'd like it a bit more vertical. But Catstrike makes adjusters that allow raising the seat back to almost 90 degrees. Korra shows me the different adjustments that are possible on a trike, like the angle and height of the seat. She shows me how the parking brake works and explains how the pedals can be let out or in depending on the size of the rider. There's a chain manager that takes up the slack when you slide the boom in or out. The handlebars are also adjustable, inward or outward, forward or backward, for each individual rider, depending on personal preference. All these adjustments must be made for each individual customer, so that's why Korra feels it's important that buyers come to her store to pick up their purchase rather than shipping it when she receives it from the manufacturer.
The one brake is on. You squeeze that brake on that side. On the left.
Oh yes, okay. Now we're going to test ride an Azub Tricon GR made in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. This trike has 26-inch wheels all around, so it's made for the off-road. The bigger wheels ride over bumps and potholes with less impact than smaller wheels do, and they offer less rolling resistance. Also, 3 wheels of the same size means that I would only have to carry 1 spare tube instead of 2.
then the full king rack.
It's got a really nice solid rack. Does that rack have to come off if you're folding it?
No, it will fold with that.
I like the feel of that one.
If you want to, have this one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you
I
want
like
to
the
do the
width.
compact fold, yes, you would have to. take
It's
it out.
a little narrower than some of the others, eh? Well,
I like the width
I don't know.
of it. I like the feel of it.
The next trike Korra had selected for us was the Ace of Fly. The tie fly has a full suspension that uses titanium leaf springs like this. It's equipped with a 26-inch rear wheel. Unlike the majority of trikes though, it has a through axle like this. This type of axle may not be compatible with my bicycle camper's tow bar. I might have to either modify the trike somehow or change to a different kind of tow bar. But I like the seat angle and the comfort.
C'est très confortable.
Oui.
Je les aime. Oui, ça fait difficile de choisir. Hein.
One factor that might come to mind when we think of trikes is the weight. Surprisingly, trikes aren't much heavier than regular touring bikes. The Catstrike Dumont, for example, weighs 43 pounds. You might be wondering about price. Trikes are much more complex than bikes, and of course they have that third wheel, an additional brake, a very long chain, a crossbar, and a much more elaborate seat. Let's put it this way. If you're on a tight budget, you might have to stick with a regular bicycle. The models on offer at Hamilton Trike and Bent vary from a low of $1,750 to a high in excess of $10,000 in Canadian currency. The quality of the trikes I saw today easily justifies the extra price. They're beautiful machines and they'd last a long time. I wasn't paying much attention to the trikes that were set up as electric ones because my intention is to buy a regular bicycle or trike and convert it to electric assist using a kit from Grin Technologies in Vancouver. That would enable me to choose a powerful hub motor with regenerative braking and a battery that can be charged with solar power in case I decide to go that route later. This concludes my visit to Hamilton Trike and Bent. The main reason for me to consider a trike is that my physical condition is making it increasingly difficult to travel long distances by bicycle. In order to make it easier to set up camp a few years ago, I traded my tent for a homemade bicycle camper, which is easy and quick to set up. Although the camper is very easy to tow with an electric motor, I find that after 3 or 4 hours of riding, I'm exhausted even though I don't have to pedal hard. So what's next? First, I have to find a way to ride a recumbent bike for several hours to get the feel for how it fits in with my needs. That means I have to find a place that rents recumbents or to find someone who can lend me theirs. That's not easy in the Ottawa area because we never see them on the bicycle trails. Then I have to give more thought about the pros and cons. I have to carefully weigh each advantage against the disadvantages to decide if a trike is the best option for my bicycle touring adventures. I hope you found some of this useful. If you'd like more information about electric bikes or bicycle campers, subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red icon in the bottom right corner of your screen if you haven't already done so. And if you'd like to read exciting sailing stories, or if you'd like information about how to sail on other people's boats, have a look at my books on my website, www.robertberrio.com. Thank you very much for watching, and never quit cycling!